Hey guys, today I'm going to be introducing you to the all-new OLIGHT ArkPro flashlight. This flashlight is great for EDC, like everyday carry type of light. And this is a brand new item out to the market. It's replacing the former ArkFeld Pro, in which I have that version of it as well to compare it to. So stay tuned for the different features that this new one offers. Now, to give full disclosure, OLIGHT did send me this light to do a review and introduce it to you guys. But this video is not sponsored by OLIGHT, and they're just looking for an honest review of the light, and I'm always doing the honest reviews for you guys on items that I do reviews on. And I will have a link down in the description below. It will be an affiliate link, so if you decide to make a purchase, I will make a small commission on it, and I do appreciate that support. And during this Black Friday event, they will be having a pretty good discount. They told me it's going to be 20% off. So be sure to pick one up soon, as they just released this model this weekend. Of course, depending on when you're watching it, but if you are able to get in during the Black Friday sale, saving that 20%, it's going to be an awesome deal on this OLIGHT. So I do have already a good history with OLIGHT lights. I've used them for probably at least 6 years now, and I have many different varieties of them, and they are very solid flashlights, and they are awesome. So this ArkPro is going to be no different, and actually it's going to be even better than previous models. All right, so just to start off here, this is obviously the box it came in, and when it comes in the box, it does have labels on the light itself. One of them mentioning that you need to go ahead and charge it up to activate the light. It comes with the charger. It's a USB charger that plugs into a USB-A type plug, and this is the magnetic charger that it comes with. This initially lights up red when it is charging. It goes to the base like that, just by magnetic connection there. And then it'll light green when it is fully charged. So the thing that is going to set this apart from the previous model of the ArkFeld Pro is that this actually has two ways to charge it. So obviously they did this way to begin with, but they now included a USB-C port to be able to charge it in. So that's going to make it more versatile, so you can be on the go and have a USB-C charger with you and be able to charge it up that way. So this new ArkPro is rated at 1500 lumens on the bright mode, and it actually has 5 brightness levels to it on the regular flood and spotlight modes. This does have a total of 4 lights to it, and this is like a little selector dial right here with a little thumb tab to be able to move the selector to which mode you want it to be in. So this setting right here is going to be the spotlight. This one's going to be regular floodlight, and this is going to be the UV light. And I'll tell you in a minute why UV light is going to be awesome to have on hand. And the 4th light it does come with is a green laser. And to activate the laser is this button right here. That's the other improvement versus the previous version of the ArkFeld Pro, is that the laser was like the center one here, and I'll show you that in a minute too. So the thing that's going to set this one apart from the previous model is you're able to have the green laser on at the same time as the flashlight. So it's going to make it easy to be able to point things out in the dark while using any of the flashlights, even the UV light as well. So that's going to be awesome. It's a welcomed improvement versus the other version of it. And as you can see, this comes in a nice, sleek, thin design. It does have a nice clip to it. That's great for fitting right inside of a pocket. And this clip does have like a round U shape to it. So you're able to clip this onto the bill of a hat so you can turn it into a headlamp. Another great feature to this light. The center blue button right here is to turn it on, as well as to select the different modes of brightnesses in each light mode. So to turn it on, you simply press the blue button. I'm going to turn off my lights here so you can see the other lights here. So see how that lights up green? That tells you the battery level. That's the other improvement versus the other version. It does have a light bar on the bottom part on the old version. But the other thing is too that's unique, is it shows on the left side the level of brightness that you're in. See the white lights there? So it's like on the 2nd setting right now. And you basically press and hold the button to get to the different brightness levels. And then you want to press and hold it, press twice in order to make it in turbo mode. So that's the 1500 lumen lamp. And you can press it 3 times for strobe mode. And you just press it once to turn it off. And again, it shows the battery level. So while you have it on, you can select between the different modes. So this is a regular floodlight, and that's going to be the spotlight, which has a defined beam, so it'd be great for shining down hallways or to really broadcast the light out. And then there's UV mode, which you can barely see the light. It has like a black light effect to it, so it makes things fluorescent color when it's being shined on. And I'll explain the benefits of the UV mode. And then so I'll turn this off so you can see the laser. So you can activate the laser by pressing the button. It's a nice bright green laser. So it's definitely going to be brighter than a regular red light. And then there, I turn on the flashlight and you can still see the lasers on. So that's going to be great for at nighttime if you need to point something out. And I'll show some night shots shining on trees to give you examples of how bright this light really is. All right, now with the lights back on, I'm going to compare it between the previous model of the ArkFeld Pro. The new ArkPro is a little bit longer comparing the two. And as I mentioned before, on the previous model, it has the laser on the center part right there. So you're only able to have the laser on by itself and not the additional lights on at the same time. This does have the battery indicator on it as well, but it does not have an indicator showing the brightness level that you're currently in. This is a little bit heavier than the previous version. It's at like 4.1 ounces, whereas the old one is like 3.8 ounces. So it's just a little bit heavier. I like that it has a nice engraving here on the sides. It makes for a nice grip onto the light. It's a nice detail. And here you can see the different lights. This top middle one is the UV light, and then the spotlight, and then the regular floodlight. So I want to explain some of the benefits of having the UV light on board. Basically, you can use it to check for cleanliness and sanitation checks, whether it's like in an Airbnb or property management or hotels. So if you do any traveling, it'd be great to have with you. You can check your hotel room to make sure it's clean in all the right places, if you know what I mean. Either the bed or the bathroom. So then anything that shouldn't be there is going to be basically nice and bright, especially in the bathroom. Because UV does reveal stains, pet urine, or biological residue that's normally invisible under normal light. So it is great for inspecting bathrooms, rental units, workshop benches. It would be ideal for Airbnb or property management inspections to verify cleanliness. You can also check for counterfeit currency as well. So I do have a $100 bill that I'm going to shine it on, and it's going to highlight the security strip that's inside of it, as well as other features of the bill itself will also shine. See how it highlights the security strip there? And then this $100 bill does have a piece of tape on it, so it definitely flashes really bright, making it noticeable. So if it was like a counterfeit, and if they use like regular paper on the bill, it would be bright like that on this piece of paper. Another good things with the UV light is if you do any camping or if you're in the desert, it's great for looking for scorpions, because scorpions do glow, and I'll put a shot on the screen showing what a scorpion looks like under the UV light. And it also even can see like bed bugs with it too. So it's definitely a good light to have on hand, and definitely many conveniences, especially with the currency. If you do any kind of cash transactions, whether you're going to sell a vehicle or something else that's going to have a lot of cash involved, then certainly use this to help you determine if it's counterfeit money or not you're dealing with. And just to give you an idea on the measurement on the light, it does come in at just under 5 inches. So it's like 4 7/8 inch long, just so you have an idea. And the thickness, I think, is like 0.63 based on its stats. So yeah, total thickness is about just over a ½ inch. So overall, I do highly recommend this light, and all the features that it does have is definitely a huge improvement over the previous version. It's a great EDC light to have, and with it being rechargeable as well, especially by the USB port, it's going to be awesome to have. Whereas the previous version does not have the USB to be able to charge it, so it's only for the magnetic charge. So this will be my new EDC flashlight I will be carrying, and I certainly recommend it. Now, if you're really into the technical details of all the different modes and then what they're rated for and for how long, You could pause the video on this shot right here. This is a pamphlet that the light did come with, so it lets you know to line up for ArkPro. This is the ArkPro section. And it does say for the different modes and the runtime. So like at the 1500 lumen mode, it'll go for 140 minutes in the regular turbo mode. So you can certainly look at the different models they offer between the ArkPro Lite, ArkPro, and the ArkPro Ultra, and compare them to see which one you would want to go for. And here's just some of the other examples that I do have of Olights. I actually have a couple of these models, and this is a nice clip light, so you can clip onto your shirt or hat even. It also has a magnet in the clip itself, so you can stick it to a metal object. This has 3 different types of lights, including a red light, so it makes seeing at night easier. You don't have to adjust your eyes to light and then back to dark, so red light's usually better to use at night. This is also rechargeable by USB-C. I even have like a little small keychain Olight. It's also rechargeable, and it does have 2 brightness levels to it. This is definitely one of the first ones I had from many years ago, as it uses the old style charger to it. It's not a USB-C. And here's the other Olight I have. It's also magnet charging, so I use this for my Pew Pew. It does have a light and a green laser to it, and it goes on the rail system of the Pew Pew, so it is a great light as well. Nice and bright. It has different modes to it, where I can just have the laser on by itself or light and laser on at the same time. So Olight's been around for quite a while, and they make good quality lights without a doubt. If you gain any value from this video, I would appreciate it if you give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more tool review videos, as well as DIY tips, tricks, and tool deal videos. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.